Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for more Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so let us continue the story.
With a little luck, it'll make my job easier.
Job's that?
Rumor has it, there's treasure buried all over this place. Folks have been searching for it for centuries. There's this one.
Oh yeah?
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Yeah, so this is basically holy shit. This is basically another place that I can explore.
The ink is badly faded. It's difficult to make anything out. Savage, outrageous, betrayal. And this isn't parchment paper. It's thicker. Animal hide or human, maybe. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Damn.
I don't have enough space for that.
Oh shit, so basically damn, another place to explore. This is really a big place. Shit. I think I will be exploring. Basically, will be exploring here in my free time or something. Too much shit happening right now.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Maybe there's something to this.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Full? Seriously?
Impossible. I can't carry any more. I don't have enough space for that. I'm happy Jonah's alive. He makes friends so easily. I probably would have walked here to the mission, but Jonah, he just asked Abby for a ride and she said yes. I hope we're in the right place and we can find the box before Trinity. The earthquake hit last night at the oil facility and now there's a volcano. Is this where the next cataclysm will hit? We have to end this before this town ends up like Cozumel.
The damage is far more lower, but the rate of fire and draw speed is better. Okay, I think now I can go collect the skin of the hawk. Hope it didn't disappear.
I don't have enough space for that.
What? Still don't have enough space. Seriously. Holy shit, such a big place.
Did you see that? It was a condor. Magnificent birds.
I must have missed it.
Some people around here think they're a good omen, but they're just birds.
People like to think good things will happen.
And that's fine, as long as they don't put all their hopes in it.
Okay.
Space for that. This leather-bound volume of prayers seems to be from the late 16th century. It's in remarkable condition.
seriously think I should get back to the main mission, but yeah, a lot of things happening right now. Holy shit. Feel like there is something big near me.
This describes something nearby. I swim with a turtle, seen only by those who let fear fall away.
Let fear fall away. What? What does that mean? Seriously, what is that? Feel like it's a wild ball or something.
All full up. Can't carry any more. Impossible. I can't carry any more. I don't have enough space for that.
Seriously, what is that? What is that voice? Does it feel like it's a wild ball or something?
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Holy shit, such a big place. How? Seriously? How do I clear them all? Like right now. strange. I feel like I can go through here, but why I couldn't? Monolith, say something. This is totally another place. Shit. Swim with a turtle seen only by those who let the fear fall. So they don't know what that means.
All full up. Can't carry anymore. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. All full up. This pendant is decorated in the Incan tradition, but the effigy clearly appears to be an Aztec warrior. That shouldn't be possible. Can't carry anymore. I don't have enough space for that. Several hundreds have renounced their pagan beliefs and turned to the teaching of Catholicism. Our work here is different. The heathens must learn the language and then the teachings. Most are not receptive, but only come looking for conversion to the true Lord from fear of what might happen to them if they do not. No matter. All paths lead to God's light. In the evenings, I rest easily, comforted by the conviction we will save these poor lost souls. Excerpt from the journal of Beltran, Ordinius Praedicatorum.
I swim with a turtle, seen only by those who let fear fall away. What does that mean, seriously?
Space for that. All full up. Can't carry anymore. All full up. Can't carry anymore. I don't have enough space for that. Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Swam with a turtle. Let fear fall away. I seriously don't know what does that mean. Where is the turtle? Yeah, I think I will just get back to the main mission.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
I will come explore here later.
Of December, 1604. I've neglected this journal for far too long. We've worked hard to build the mission. Every day more people arrive. Native villagers seeking conversion, soldiers tired of war, others whose faith has been tested by the long, dangerous journey through the jungle, all lured by Lopez's gospel of purity through labor. We work from sunrise to sunset, and then Lopez, or Angel de la Cruz as he now calls himself, spends his evening preaching the mission's purpose, to test the Chosen One. He's calmed considerably, and if he believes something pursues him still, he keeps it to himself. Tomorrow we begin to build a library, where the box will safely rest until it is ready to be found by the Chosen One.
Okay.
Hear that?
I don't hear anything.
Exactly. She must be close.
She?
The Empress Jaguar. As soon as she shows up, every other animal shuts up. No need to attract her attention, right?
Right. Shouldn't we be quiet too then?
Oh yeah, should I go kill her first? Six skill, okay. I think I will. I need to do challenge 2 again, seriously.
I don't have enough space for that.
Oh, nice. Oh, fuck.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Yeah, the Empress
I don't have
Jaguar.
enough space for that. I don't have enough space for that.
Then what is this? Seriously, just now I couldn't pass through at all. What the fuck, man? Maybe I need to kill the Empress Jaguar before I can pass through. Damn. A challenge too, I think. So okay, now I will definitely go back and then do the main mission. I will go to this right now. How do I climb back up? I shot it on the head, but it didn't die. It didn't die. It didn't straight away die. Strange. I think enough explore, let us continue the story.
I don't have enough space for that.
Abby, can you help me with this? It's broken.
Hold on. Are you that Lara Croft?
I am.
I recognize you from your picture. What's your interest with this place?
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
The stone faces. That's why I'm here too.
I don't want to step on your toes. It's the serpent in the cup I'm really looking for.
Well, I can tell you the faces have been here for at least 400 years. According to documents in the library, they keep watch. Legend has it, they're guarding a secret crypt.
A crypt?
We've never been able to find it. As you can imagine, that's what drives the treasure hunters crazy. But if the infamous Lara Croft is as clever as they say she is, well, if you were to find it, you might be doing me a favor.
You think I should start at the library?
Yes, it's over by the cemetery. It's one of the oldest buildings here. Make sure you credit me if you find anything.
Thank you. I will.
Lara, you find anything yet?
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there. Did you say someone's missing?
Yes, Isabela, another member of the field study. I checked on her after the first tremors this morning, but her tent was empty.
You should ask Manu. He probably told her where to find El Dorado.
This is serious. We had a fight last night. A bad one.
I'm sorry, Guillermo. I didn't realize. Please, continue.
You had a fight. I don't mean to pry, but...
It's all right. We've been very close friends for almost a year, and I think both of us would like there to be more, but neither of us has broached the subject. Isa and Sarah, they often don't get along. Sorry, Sarah, but it's true. Because Sarah insists on her team being very down-to-earth, while Isa has a passion for folkloric tales of hidden temples. I often get caught in the middle.
Those stories always come from somewhere. Even if most of it is made up, there'll be some kernel of truth to it.
That's Isa's viewpoint too. Anyway, there's an old blind man who lives here named Manu who's full of these kinds of stories. He convinced her there's a secret crypt hidden around here, and last night she asked me to come with her and find it. I refused, and we got into the old fight. It ended with her calling me a hidebound coward and me calling her a foolish child.
So she ran off.
Yes, to as she put it, prove all you naysayers wrong. This morning I heard rumors that she vandalized the cemetery last night. That's when I started looking for her. When I found her missing with no one knowing anything, I started to worry. What if she went looking for the crypt and something happened? I can never forgive myself.
All right. You stay here, so if there's news or she comes back, you'll know about it. I'll go looking for Isabella, starting with the cemetery.
You do that?
To be honest, I'm as curious about that crypt as she is.
Sorry, I don't have time for that. Oh, so this is basically another town. Seriously, just lying around here.
This Spanish document is fascinating. It tells the story of several natural disasters which struck this area. A flood, a fire caused by lightning, and a severe volcanic tremor. In each instance, buildings on this site were badly damaged, requiring considerable rebuilding.
Have you come to the mission seeking salvation or its secrets?
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
To wait for life to unfold before you is a luxury of the young. I was like that once, drifting along.
Is that how you came here?
Huh? Oh, in a way. In a way. Can I offer you a small piece of advice? Make a choice before it's made for you. Enough of my meddling. Are you looking to trade? I'm sure you will be satisfied.
I don't know why. I just have to save some.
That's a good deal for both of us.
What?
I'm sure you will be satisfied.
Pistol ammo. Rifle pouch required to purchase. I think I already got the rifle pouch. But maybe not.
That's a good deal for both of us. Good deal. That's a good deal for both of us.
Yeah, I think I need to buy this too. I think I need to. Yeah, the small pouch is in another area. I think it's back in Paititi, I think. Damn. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you, friend.
Hard work is good for the soul. The sect has been maintaining this mission through hard work for over 400 years. Angel de la Cruz and Truilos Serrano arrived here back then and immediately set to work. Their philosophy of labor being the only true way to get closer to God is one we still follow, even now.
Okay.
Be careful if you go out to the graveyard, miss. A witch lives there. She likes to turn people into frogs.
I'll be sure to watch myself.
One lady upset the witch, and then the witch made her disappear.
Okay. Good to know.
You know, it seems like every few years, God throws a disaster this way.
I can see that the earthquake caused a lot of damage.
Nothing we can't fix with enough time. And materials. Unfortunately, one of those is in short supply.
This document outlines the goals and works of the mission of St. John. In addition to their individual spiritual goals and their outreach programs, the people here are clearly passionate about contributing to the nearby communities. Education, literacy, healthcare, even donating a portion of the food they raise.
I can't quite explain it, but have you noticed how the world seems thinner here than in other places? Like, it's just a curtain drawn, and if you found the cord, you could pull it and see heaven itself. There seems like a tangible connection between this life and the next here. Or maybe we're all already dead. Or maybe I need to get out of the sun for a little while.
Are you high?
Now this is a fascinating concept. The Miracle Club. Come meet people that share your beliefs, devotion, and taste for adventure. Create lifelong memories as you travel the world together. It's a Christian singles group dedicated to visiting pilgrimage sites.
Holy shit, really a big place, man.
All full up. Can't carry any more. This is an official document issued recently by the Holy See. In consideration of this mission having been badly damaged by an unusually violent and entirely unexpected volcanic tremor, they sent requests to every Spanish-speaking diocese, asking them to consider sending missionaries to restore and rebuild this holy site.
That's quite a bow you have. You must be a hunter. The mission could use a hunter. Ever since before the earthquake, we've been plagued by wolves. I can't let these children out of my sight for a second. Just the other day, I saw this one out on the road, running after a wolf. Can you believe that? He said he only wanted to play. As though he expected the wolves to roll over and chase sticks.
Black wolf. Okay. I think I seriously need to get back to my mission.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Second Seven. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
A heron and an eclipse. "25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him. So I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces.
Definitely need to check out the silent stone faces. I mean, just now I saw stone faces.
Can't carry anymore.
Saw a stone face on the cliff.
And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. And under his wings you may seek refuge.
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart, I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors. The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room. Walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
Okay, so definitely he got the silver box. How did he get past all those monsters in the ruins, seriously?
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
I mean, seriously, those monsters and the natives, man-eating natives, how did he get past all of them?
December 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. "This is where we were meant to be," he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. "We will spread the true word of God from this small mission," he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. "We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box."
So how did they know who will be worthy?
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission. Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, De La Cruz had recruited a workforce of 36. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother De La Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse.
Heron and an eclipse.
Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
That's it for this place right now. I need to go out there and then go find this place. Already found it, what the fuck?
There's a whole mural under here. Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross line around here somewhere.
Alright guys, I think I will just stop this video right here and
we get the key back from Dominguez.
We'll find a way.
And yeah, I will just straight and continue in the next video. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't and share it to your friend. Share this video out to your friends.
I can only imagine.
And give this video a thumbs up if you will. So yeah, that's it for this. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.